Hello, everybody. Oh, there we go. Feels like a while, hasn't it? Sorry. Um, I guess school stuff's been piling on, but anyway. I've been meaning to get to this one, and you'd think it's out of dread, but oh, not really. I can't say the Emoji movies made me frightened. Can a little bit. But let's talk about this fucking movie. But before, and I'll tell you straight up, you're probably not going to get that much different from what people usually say about the movie, but I'll make an attempt. I guess before we talk about it, it's worth talking about kind of because people said that this was a terrible idea, and I agree, but it's worth talking about. This isn't the world's worst idea, considering there are a bunch of equally dumb ideas that somehow worked. When you consider the fact that one of the better animated films of this decade is a product placement for Legos. The Trolls movie, people like. I mean, I don't get it, but it's blown up and it's this big thing now. There's a sequel coming. They have a fucking Christmas special. There's a goddamn TV series. I don't get it, but it's happening. I mean, even for internet memes, there's a whole movie. There's a Christmas movie on Lifetime based on with Grumpy Cat, and it seems strangely funny. Oh god, some of that's apparently they got a writer from SpongeBob and Rocko's Modern Life to do it, and Aubrey Plaza's playing Grumpy Cat, which that has to help. But so I can't say the idea of the Emoji movie is any stupider than giving a movie for Legos Grumpy Cat or making a Battleship movie. God, but I can't say it's any stupider, and I can't say under decent writing it could have been decent, but God, I guess part of the problem is the movie doesn't really have fun with these cliches. It's not making fun of them. Here's the story. Tell me if you've seen this before. There's an outsider and he loves the city, but he feels different and everyone shuns him for being so different. Fuck. If that sounds like every movie you've ever seen, the I mean, literally, you have the SpongeBob-ish slash Zootopia kind of thing where he loves the city and gosh, isn't it great to be here? And then you have the typical outsider thing like Beauty and the Beast, where people are like, gosh, he's different. You're not like us, because he feels more than one emotion. Which is stupid. Again, even this year, I don't think even the year it came out last year, I don't think it was the only film to do that. Considering the fucking Beauty and the Beast remake did it and did it better. Gosh, I cannot believe I just said the Beauty and the Beast remake did something better than something else, but I digress. But he's different and he wants to be on. I forget, what is it? The cube or something. It's like different corners for different emojis, and because he lives in a smartphone in an app that's called Textopolis. Okay, think basically a text version of Zootopia, and you know what to get into. It looks like every city from any other animated film, to be honest. But of course, he it's his first time on there, and he's the meh emoji, and he can have different emotions except meh. People shun him for that, which is weird. I'm thinking, why does it matter if you can pull off one face for 5 minutes? Okay, and literally, the beginning of the movie, he seems to get the face, and then you see him in the bathroom going, and he can't get it. I'm going, how? If the face of Meh is easy. It's oh. And literally, you have the easiest job in the universe. You will hold one fucking pose. For like 5 seconds while they scan it, and then you can be yourself. It makes no sense. But whatever. He ends up screwing things up, and this character named Smiler, who's like the leader, played by Maya Rudolph. God, between this and Christmas Story 2. Not Christmas Story 2, Christmas Story Live. I'm so sorry. But she's like She's like, you screwed things up, so you have to. You screwed things up, so you have to be executed. A little much. She like sends robots out for him. Going, why don't you just say you're off the cube? His parents are memojis. Can't they do it? I don't know. So she sends robots there to kill him. He ends up bumping into a high five emoji played by James Corden, and the and he tells them there's an hacker emoji named Jailbreak, because of fucking course it's named Jailbreak, played by Anna Faris, who will help you. Who will help you? She'll turn you into the memoji. And they bounce from app to basically from product placement to product placement, and basically, yeah, the movie is basically is so robotic you'd swear it was written on an iPhone. They don't do anything with the idea. It's the same scenes. People think he's different. He screws things up. I'm not like you. Blah. I'm gonna run away. My parents don't believe in me. Oh, I love you. It's everything you've seen from these stories before. There's nothing new to it. And when they travel through AppTap, it just feels like a long commercial. Literally, you could cut the. It almost feels like. I almost feel like it's like a mini commercial you cut. The pacing grinds to a halt. Just grinds to a halt to plug Candy Crush, and then it's plugging a Just Dance app. Why is there a Just Dance app? I don't get it. Why there's a game for Just Dance on an app? Maybe to share videos, but a Just Dance app? Never mind, but um, and it's just bouncing from app to app. They'll go from like, what was it? They go to Textopolis, then they go to like a thing where they meet internet trolls and spam bots. Yeah. Remember that episode of Futurama where they basically went into the internet and you got all those internet jokes? Think that. And it appears that those jokes aren't dying, seeing as how when I saw the trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2, I saw those jokes and I said, it's sad when I'm saying the Emoji Movie beat you to it, but to be fair, I don't want to make it sound like I'm bashing that movie. It looks like it might be kind of fun, but who knows? But at least that one's taking some chances with it. But anyway, yeah, they bounce from app to app. The parents follow him, and they go to like Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. All, and it's just not interesting. The movie doesn't take any chances. It doesn't have fun being a commercial sellout. The Lego Movie had fun. The Lego Movie said, "Look, we're here to sell toys, pretty much," and they came up with things that sort of went along with it. Even something like cartoons in the '80s, which were all meant to sell toys. I cannot think of one that was not meant to sell a toy. I mean, they were all written with a toy line in mind, but they at least tried to have fun. This doesn't. It's just here's this character, here's that character, here's this app, here's that app, and then the movie's done. And I was just like, ugh. And to make things worse, it's really annoying. It's really annoying, and I mean, you think this may sound crazy. For as annoying as the Woody Woodpecker movie is, this is more annoying. It just gets it just gets old after the 50 millionth time of hearing James Corden tell a bad joke, or hearing T.J. Miller just be basically the poor man's everyman. I don't know how you accomplish that. But I'm like, I've seen his character before, the outsider who doesn't fit in. There's not anything new. Anna Faris is a funny actress when she wants to be, but she's not given any material to do anything with. They, they, there's a plot twist. Spoiler alert for those of you who care, which is what, none of you, where you find out that apparently his dad feels more than one emotion, and I'm going, Stephen Wright? No. Stephen Wright is not who you get for that movie. It doesn't. Stephen Wright doesn't. You don't get Stephen Wright to feel more than one emotion, and literally, even when it's like I'm sad, and his face is doing the like the sad emoji. I'm going. You can't cast this with Stephen Wright. It does. It makes about as much sense as casting him as a happy turtle in Swan Princess. It just makes no sense. He doesn't. The whole thing is that he's supposed to feel a meh. Why not just? I don't know. Maybe if the movie had more fun with it, it just doesn't. It's just robotic and focused mainly on selling ads and not in a fun way. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's just boring. It's boring. It's annoying. It's not very funny. It's like, ugh, I'm trying. I'm trying to think what else really to say. Even animation wise, it's not. It's pretty bland. There's nothing really that interesting. It's bright and colorful, I guess, but so are most animated movies nowadays. I saw a trailer for the new Swan Princess movie that's like straight to video, and I said that's bright and colorful too. And the Emoji Movie is not much better animation wise. It just kind of look. Maybe it's because they're basing it off emojis. It just kind of looks stale. I could get the same amount of emotion from a straight to DVD Disney film. There's nothing that sticks out about it look wise. Textopolis looks like every city in every animated film. There's nothing unique about the characters design wise. It's just a bland, uninteresting looking film. There's nothing really that sticks out about it at all. I'm trying to think if there's anything to really say. Is there anything I liked? The only thing I can really say that I enjoyed is there's a relatively cool scene where they like surf the waves of Spotify, I think. Or he and Jailbreak surf the waves of Spotify. It's a cool image, but it's not enough to save the film. The rest of the film is just so dull, uninteresting, and even for product placement, it doesn't have any fun. It's just literally this scene of Just Dance. They're like, we have to get across, we have to dance, and they just dance to some pop song, and I'm just sitting there going, okay, we take 5 minutes to promote it. And again, the pacing grinds to a halt just to promote it. It almost I mean, it doesn't make sense. It almost feels cut off from the rest of the movie. He's running for his life, but he somehow falls into Candy Crush and Just Dance, and it again, it just kind of feels like bits of a commercial they edited together for this whole middle part of the movie. And even the ending makes no sense. Spoiler alert. Again, I'll reveal the ending. I don't care. He ends up when Jailbreak tells him Jailbreak's discovered to be a princess emoji, which is emoji, and one of the things is they ask her, "Can you call birds?" And she says that's like an unflattering stereotype that she can call birds. I'm going, judge. So you're going, so you're kind of a bitch. That's an unflattering stereotype. Now watch while I do it. Ah, Jail. Again, I like Anna Faris, but her character comes across as kind of a bitch in this movie. It's she just comes across as nasty, just constantly defensive. I'm going, who cares? Just be a princess. Just say I didn't want to be a princess emoji. Who cares? Or don't even answer it and just shrug. I don't know. She tells him she wants to hack herself. I don't know. She wants to get in the cloud and escape or something like that. Jean wants to be with her. She turns him down because she doesn't want a prince to rescue her. Despite the fact that you don't need to be a princess to feel love. I don't get it. I really don't get how that makes sense. You don't need to be a princess to feel love, and even Disney movies that aren't princess involved usually have some kind of romantic interest, so this doesn't make any sense. But he gets rejected, and that turns him meh. But then he gets captured by the robots, and Anna Faris's character calls birds so she and James Corden can save him. Okay, there's a part where where James Corden's character, during the middle of the movie, gets trapped in the trash bin, and I'm going, erase him, erase him, erase him. He never gets erased, sadly, but a man can dream. But he ends up back at the phone, and she's ready to delete him. The dad says, "I feel more than one emotion." Of course, not sounding like he feels more than one emotion. You get the "I'm sorry, son. I didn't believe in you, blah, despite the fact that you were stupid enough not to hold a pose for 5 minutes. Idiots." So she's about to destroy them, and they're all thinking she's sick. You even get and Patrick Stewart's like, "Don't you think I'll make too much of a stink out of this? I'm used to Patrick Stewart being in shit." Normally, I know for many people it's like, "You're Patrick Stewart. What are you doing?" I'm used to it. After what seeing him in things like Oz the Great and Powerful, I'm just like, "Hi, you're paying off a big screen TV." I don't know, but yeah, she's about to erase the dad and the son. They stop her robots, but the phone's about to be cut off because the kid who's been trying to send a message to a girl he likes has been struggling, and their adventures keep fucking up the phone, so he's gonna erase it. But they believe the way to save it is for Jean to send emotion with multiple faces. I don't know. They send it to him before the phone cuts off, which is stupid. But then the guy, just for some reason, he, I guess, thinks something's different, and he unplugs the phone, which brings everything back. That's how tech works, don't you know? You just unplug it and everything's great. Didn't you know that? Ah. And I think every tech squad at Best Buy is going, "That's not how it works." No, but the kid unplugs it. The girl's like, "You feel more than one emotion. That's deep." Because emojis are deep. I think the movie even says at the beginning, emojis are the most important form of communication. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, phone calls and text messages. Bunches of emojis are the best way to communicate with people. To who? Even teenagers. I think if someone sent me a multitude of emojis, I'd be like, can you just fucking tell me? I'd much rather just have you say, "Here's what I mean," instead of like sending me 5 emojis. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? But the guy unplugs the phone. I guess unplugs the phone, saves everything. The girl, I guess, now likes him. She's like, "You feel more than one emotions. That's deep. I'll go to the dance with you," and everything's safe. She becomes like in charge of sending messages. Anna Faris's character does there's like an emoji club and everything, and the world everything's happy. I'm going, God, it's like it's the most it's probably one of the stupidest endings I've ever seen to a movie since Death Note. It is absolutely ridiculous. Nothing in this ending makes any sense. It's just dumb, which sums up the movie. I cannot say for the life of me I hate it. Even among animated films, is it the worst? Maybe. I don't know. I can say it's maybe one of the worst films of the decade in general. I don't know. I guess so, but even still, when you consider bad films, this would probably be at the bottom. It's not. Maybe of theatrically released films, it's at the bottom, but to be fair, I've seen films that I thought were infinitely worse. The trailer to Sherlock Gnome looks far worse than the Emoji Movie. At least I think so. Think so, and God, what? There have been other ones I like Food Fight's infinitely worse, and like Food Fight does a lot of the shit that the Emoji Movie does. Does the city looks kind of the city Marketopolis sounds the same but looks the same? Maybe that's what they were ripping off. I don't know. No, but Food Fight does a lot of the same things with the city and the product placements, and that's infinitely worse and more boring. Even something like Legend of the Titanic is more insulting. It's just stale, uninteresting, and dumb. Is it sending bad messages? I don't know what the message even is. It's okay to be an outsider, I guess, but I mean, why? What is the? I mean, like, why would you even want to watch that? It's not even a good message. It's been done to death in everything ever. So even like, well, it's got a nice message in it. That happens every now and then for an animated film that's not very good. It's like at least it has a good message, but it's not even for that. I wouldn't even watch it because the message is so tired. I just don't know why you'd even show it to your kid. I think your kid would be more bored. They'd just be like, "Can I just watch a Disney movie? Can I just watch Incredibles or something, please?" I cannot for the life of me seeing any kid really getting into this, or even any parent. It's just dull. It's dull, boring. It's annoying. It's pretty fucking bad. I don't know. I said you, yeah. I don't know. It's not super different, but I, I don't know. I don't know if I can truly give it the Ren anger because I expected it. I saw the movie. I saw the reviews. I saw the trailers, and I said, "Yep." And when I saw the movie, I'm like, "It's a little worse than I expected it to be." But as is, I'm like, I wasn't surprised. It wasn't like as surprising in how bad it was. It was just bad. Yeah. What I rec. Yeah. All I can say is just watch one of Sony's other films. I know Sony isn't the best animated company, animate group that makes film animation. Considering if you're not Disney, you're going to be squashed like a bug. But I mean, they don't. It's not like all their films are awful. Some of them are, but I mean, I think Hotel Transylvania is fine, and to me that uses their stuff to the best it can because there's a lot of energy. This film just doesn't have that. It's doesn't really have enough energy like Hotel Transylvania. It's just dull. And even the slapstick is slow and clunky. It's just there's not enough feeling of pain when someone get hit. It's just boring. I don't know. If you want to see the story done much better, watch literally anything ever, and I mean anything, and you'll probably see the same thing. It's there's not much reason to watch it even from mere curiosity. It's not no. This isn't super funny bad. It's just dull. And there's not really much else to say about it. It's the Emoji Movie. It blows.